Hello, you guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm Miley, and today's message will be a collective message for the week of March 16th through March 22nd, 2025. Before we jump right into your reading, I would like for you to know that you have free will to listen to the message that I channel today through the cards, and I hope that regardless of the decision you make, you will make your decision based on your own inner guidance. Because this is a general reading, parts of the channeled message may or may not resonate. So if it does not resonate, release and do not force it to resonate for whatever your life situation may be at the time you are seeing this video. Now that I've said all of that, let's jump right into your reading. For your tarot cards, you have the Eight of Wands reversed, the Nine of Swords upright, and the Knight of Swords upright. I am getting the message to slow down a bit in the Eight of Wands reversed. Your mind is running a mile a minute, and whatever is weighing heavy in your mind is potentially stressing you out. It feels like the universe is hinting to some of you that you may get the urge to act on something quickly in your mind, but just because your mind wants you to act on something quickly doesn't mean you should actually go do it. Your mind is telling you to go, but your body is telling you no, not yet, don't move, wait just a little bit longer. And you're going back and forth between listening to your mind and listening to your body. And when you get like this, the best solution to take is in the moment is to stop, take a breather, and postpone whatever it is you're about to do, because it's clear that you are not 100% sure about what it is that you want to do in this moment in the situation. Do not make any hasty decisions unless you are 100% sure that this is what you want to do. It feels like the universe is calling something to your attention first before you proceed with doing something. I'm picking up on having second thoughts. Someone could be having second thoughts about marrying somebody. Someone could be having second thoughts about hiring someone or letting them on the team for something. Or it could be someone having second thoughts about where they initially wanted to go in life. The path may not be as clear as you thought it was, and so you're being encouraged to think about something a little bit longer. You know how in movies or in TV shows, the main character is left with a decision to make, and there's that period of time where they are going back and forth with themselves about what to do in their situation until they have a conversation with a stranger or a family member or a friend, and they say something to the main character that allows them to have this moment of clarity and finally knows what to do, or finally knows the right choice to make for themselves. Then they go out and act on it before it's too late. That's what I'm getting for you this week of March 16th through the 22nd. Right now, you are in the going back and forth with yourself stage, but later on, things may become clearer to you, either later in the week or in the month of March, because it does feel like you have to make a decision soon. So it's unclear to me how soon is soon, because this is a collective general reading, but you are definitely contemplating something that is going to have a lasting effect for an extended period of time. Now, I don't know if it's going to last forever, but I do see it lasting for months or maybe even years, depending on what your situation may be and the choice you are about to make. Whatever is weighing heavy on your mind, your heart is connected to it, because the Knight of Cups upright has appeared as a clarifying card for the Eight of Wands reversed. I'm seeing the example of someone opening up their own business, and they are wanting to hire employees that will care for this business just as much as the owner would. It's like their baby, and they want to ensure that their child is in the right care. It's with someone that they can trust. So this person is really taking their time to determine who will be the right fit for the job. They don't want to just hire anybody and everybody. They have to be selective with who they want to share their baby with. In a romantic sense, this could be someone who is selective with who they want to share their heart with. So they're debating if they want to continue with pursuing something with someone romantically. In both of these examples, someone is being careful and responsible with a choice they have to make because they understand how this will impact them in the long run in their life. They are prioritizing taking their time to make what they think is the right decision. I'm also picking up on chaos. Now, this is not 100% clear to me where the chaos is coming from. For some, it could be coming from your external world. A lot of people may be demanding of you right now. I'm seeing a lot of people in your face asking you to do this or do that. A lot of questions are being thrown at you, and people want answers to these questions now and are rushing you. And everything feels so overwhelming that you feel lost on what to do. You may feel unprepared to handle everything that is being thrown your way, but I am getting that you can handle this if you give yourself permission to slow down this week. The right answers will come to you. You'll know what to do, where to go, what to say to whomever, as long as you give yourself time to properly process everything and tackle everything bit by bit. I'm getting the example of a bride planning for their wedding, and they ask for everyone that is involved in helping to create the wedding to take a step back and allow the bride to have a moment for themselves because they're clearly overwhelmed and didn't think that planning their wedding was going to be as stressful as it's turning out to be. Taking things slow this week will decrease your chances of stressing yourself out and saying, you know what, forget everything, I don't care anymore. Taking things slow this week will minimize your urge to self-sabotage in some way. I'm hearing someone say things aren't going my way or things aren't going as planned. It's very much giving me the energy of Lottie from Princess and the Frog when she thought that Prince Naveen wasn't going to show up at her party. There is a potential that some of you may decide to fly off the handle if you are not careful this week. I'm getting to expect the unexpected. A curveball could be thrown your way and could potentially throw you off your guard. And this is where your ability to remain cool, calm, and collected will be tested this week. Your ability to trust yourself that you know the right path you should take when making a decision. Your ability to trust that you know what you are doing. And if you don't, you'll know the right path to take to get you to that point of knowing what you're doing. Another card that has come out for your reading is the Death card, and I heard ending one thing to start another. I'm also picking up on the word rebirth and hearing a fresh start. So one chapter in your life is closing so you can start a new one. This week could be a signifier of the start of an end, wrapping things up literally or figuratively to move on to a new start, tying up loose ends, decluttering to free up space, taking the first step you need to take to shift the energy you want, or to shift yourself into the energy you want to be in. Allow yourself to have a fresh start, but before it can come into your life, do what you can this week to let go of the old way of living or doing things so you don't have to bring the old with you when you enter the new. This could be where those second thoughts are living in your mind, where the old is placed. So before you move on, addressing those second thoughts would be beneficial for you to finally face them so you could potentially get rid of them once and for all. I'm getting this feeling of not wanting to feel regret later down the line. And if this resonates with you, then I definitely think that you are encouraged to address the old so you don't have to revisit it again. This reading is very much giving me Mercury retrograde vibes, but I don't know when the next Mercury retrograde will happen. But I am getting to not be afraid of facing what it is that you feel like you need to address this week. Some of you may be scared to dive deeply into what is buried deep within your mind that you may have tried to avoid or suppress. I'm picking up on procrastination, so that thing that you have been avoiding to do. Now is the time to do it instead of putting it on the back burner. It's time to do some spring cleaning in the mind and in the physical world before you can charge full speed ahead into where you want to go in the Knight of Swords upright. You may need to pump the brakes a little bit in the Eight of Wands reversed. Complete whatever it is that you have been putting off for some time now before moving into something new, before starting something new. And again, you may not like that you have to address what it is that you need to address this week, but addressing it now will benefit you later because you won't have to worry about it later. Hold yourself accountable for the things that are your own responsibility to take care of, because if not, I am picking up on karma or facing the consequences of your own actions of what you are currently being guided in your life to handle. The universe is coming in to say, hey, reminder, this is something that this is important to you that you need to address now and not later. We need you to have the strength to pick yourself up and have the courage to do whatever it is that you need to accomplish or knock out of the way, because this feeling of regret is coming back up as a form of consequence for not doing what you have been feeling in your own gut you should have been doing. And this isn't to scare you, but to be honest with you about what's to come if you don't do what you know you are supposed to be doing. It's like when you're in school and you know that if you don't do the work, the consequence of you not doing the work is that you fail the class. Knowing this information isn't there to scare you, but to be honest with you about how things operate. If you don't do the work, then you don't get the rewards you were hoping to receive. This week is really highlighting to be responsible and to acknowledge all that you are experiencing mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, etc., so that way you can move past it and healthily release it instead of shoving it in a closet to make it appear that everything is fine when in reality it might not be. This week should be seen as an opportunity to tackle whatever it is that you have shoved into the closet, so that way you can actually use the closet for whatever it is actually meant for in your life. You actually want to open the closet door and be able to see in it and know that everything that is meant to be in your closet is in its rightful place in the closet, instead of having piles of junk that you no longer need or want to be living in your closet or in your home. This all could be a metaphor for what is calling for your attention and occupying your time and attention in your mind. The word rumination is coming up, so pay attention to what has been purposefully been sitting itself at the forefront of your mind so you can officially move on from it. The Wheel of Fortune has come out in your reading reversed, so you may feel like you have some unwelcomed delays or setbacks because you so badly want to move forward with something, but an obstacle keeps putting itself in your path for whatever reason. And facing this obstacle or these obstacles are what's triggering you in the Nine of Swords to feel stressed out. You may not feel as though everything is under control anymore. You're not able to make sense of anything that is happening to you all at once. But I am getting that certain things are happening in a way that you may not understand it in the moment, but when you look back at everything that has been occurring in your life, you'll understand why everything has been unfolding in the way that it unfolded. I'm hearing the term divine intervention. The universe may be playing their part in ensuring that you take the hint that you are meant to go down the path you are being called to go down, and it feels like whatever is in your closet that you need to address will unlock a door or a pathway that you previously weren't aware of that you could entertain going down. You have free will to do whatever it is that you want to do in your life, but the option will always be there. For those of you that are willing to go down this path of walking towards something you previously wouldn't entertain for whatever reason, I am sensing that the universe is extending their hand out to you and you accept it. They take you somewhere or they show you something that disrupts what you thought was going to be in your life. And the universe is saying that we are trying to nudge you to release in your life right now, and certain things cannot come with you for where we are trying to take you for your highest and greatest good. The 10 of Cups card is now here in your reading reversed, and the card that is here to clarify the 10 of Cups reversed is the 4 of Cups reversed. I believe it was last week's reading where I was picking up on traditional versus non-traditional ways of living or doing things. That's starting to come back up again with the 10 of Cups reversed. I remember that I was picking up on a divorce last week, so that still may be something that someone out there is still dealing with going into this week. I'm seeing people having differences in how things should operate, and they are butting heads and can't come together to agree on something or be on the same page with something. And so I'm seeing someone choosing to separate themselves from the disagreement instead of continuing on to fight the same battle over and over and over again, knowing that it's going to be never ending. This person has chosen to move on, and not in the sense of let's stop talking about this and sweep it under the rug, but more so in the sense of it's clear that we are never going to see eye to eye with this issue, and so I'm going to do what is best for me in the situation because I know that where I stand on this issue is important to me, and you're not going to change my mind about it. So I think that it would be healthier for the both of us to be apart from each other instead of together. It's clear that we are not aligned with each other like how we used to be. Something has changed. I know that I am growing and changing in my own way, and you are growing and changing in your own way. And now we are no longer walking down the same path. We have split directions, and from where we are currently going, it doesn't seem as though we will be merging paths anytime soon. And so for you, collective, I see you choosing your own path and whatever that is meant to look like for you with guidance from the universe or whatever higher being you believe in. And you are choosing to do this with no regrets. You're a lot more focused on your path than you previously were. And I'm seeing you shifting into more lighter and more positive energies once you free yourself from what is no longer in alignment with where you are going in life or what you want out of life. Moving on from that, I am now going to give you your oracle card from the Work Your Light Oracle card stack for the advice you need to receive or the advice you may need to carry with you for the week of March 16th through the 22nd, 2025. And the card that came out for you was the Anna, Grandmother of Jesus card that says, Seeding the Light, Laying Foundations, Divine Plan. Reading from the guidebook for your card, it says, Anna, grandmother of Jesus, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundations for Christ consciousness to be woven through all of life. She is not widely known, but without her, Christ consciousness would not be rising as it is today. Anna represents the quiet dedication that is sometimes required to live a life of service. She represents the generations that came before that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being, while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. She represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all of life. Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. One person's part is not worthier than another. One person's part may be to mother their children. Another's may be to gather women in circle each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. We each have within us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all to remember and surrender to our part of the plan. For your Work Your Light activation, it says, hold the card on your heart and say, Beloved Anna, thank you for laying the foundations for the divine plan. May the seeds of light within me be revealed, and may I surrender to my part of the divine plan. And that is all that I have for you all today. I hope that the messages within this reading resonated with you. If you would like to, don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe to follow on the next upload. And until then, I hope that you have a blessed and wonderfully divinely guided day. See ya!